What was your reaction to both?
Well, it's always interesting up here. Hopefully we'll get it done. Get it here.
What do you think about Pier Park?
It's an interesting concept. I do have some questions. I'm going to go back and drill in and make sure. Like they made a lot of environmental claims. I'm going to want to hear from scientists that those are accurate. I know we had Gary Mitchum on the committee to thank him for his service. And I'm going to go back and do my due diligence, and I want to make sure that what we're portraying as an environmentally sensitive design is actually environmentally sensitive, because not always, not everything that's portrayed as an environmentally sensitive idea or an environmentally helpful idea is actually scientific and will actually work. So I just want to make sure that those things are in place. What I've said all along, though, is my concerns, the only way I would vote no on the project is if it's, I believe it's going to go over budget. I'll definitely be a no. Not necessarily on my personal aesthetics of which one I liked, but if there's a problem with it, because it's very important that this project stay on budget, because the extra money that would go to that project comes from other areas. And my area of the city, the west central area of the city, have been ignored for too many years. And we have a dedicated funding source there for downtown. That's great. We should use it. I'm happy to use it. I'm happy that it's there. But I don't want to put a lot of extra money and continue to ignore other parts of our city. I think that part of the discussion has not happened as much as I would have liked. And it's very important to me that we stay on budget, that we do what we said we're going to do.
Now, this whole process, the selection committee went through a 12-hour marathon meeting last month. This one, it's been going on for, but since 3 o'clock this afternoon, do you anticipate a marathon session with the city council when it comes to your table to make this crucial decision?
I never try to predict. I think I'll have very specific questions. I'll take advantage of my opportunity between now and May 7th to give a detailed list of questions that I have about the design to staff and to the designers, and to meet with them if I need to. And I hopefully will come in prepared. But you do that, and then still, the public deserves a chance to hear the discussion. So I may still ask a lot of those questions in public just to get the answers on the record, because I think the public is entitled to have those questions. I know with previous designs, I've had up to 20 pages of questions. I'm not going to bring 20 pages of questions in and ask all 20. I'm going to submit that to staff and get some answers. But I'm open to it. There will be a lot of discussion to be had. I have a lot of questions on the design. I'm going to make sure that it does what it's purported to do. I will go back and review the video of the selection committee meetings. I think that's very important to hear what they said. And they did some thorough work. They did a thorough job. They did a lot of work as volunteers. And I really want to say thank you to all of them, and especially Melanie Lenz, and wish her son the best wishes. I know he's sick tonight.
Steve, do you think we need more parks on the parkland?
Well, I guess what I'll say back to that is, do you think we need more restaurants on the water?
I think we need the one here we have.
Well, what about public input? What about public input taking place at 6 p.m.? I thought tonight having it at 6 with a time pre-scheduled was excellent, because it allowed everybody to come down and make their opinions. A lot of times we have public input at the end and we don't have it can't be scheduled because you don't know how long the meeting's going to go. Would you consider scheduling a time slot for the public input?
Scheduling a time for public input?
Yeah, instead of whenever you get to the public, say, ask the public to speak in an exact time so they can come down here at that time.
Well, we typically do that. We typically allow public input right before an item on our agenda.
That's right, and you don't know how long.
You mean schedule it?
Right, and say for this, once in a while, you schedule a time, and you say this presentation will happen at 6 p.m., regardless of what happened before or after in the meeting.
Well, the problem is this happened tonight because it was one subject meeting. The next meeting we have is going to be a regular council meeting, so there are multiple items on the agenda, so sometimes it's not always exact.
Right, that's why I'm saying maybe you guys can make an exception and make sure that
Well,
public
then,
input.
the problem with that is then we have other people who come for the other public hearings and they're sitting there waiting and then we push them back till after the pier, whereas maybe they're on the agenda. So it depends on the agenda. I don't set the agenda, the council
Right.
chair sets the agenda.
Right.
So it'd probably be better to ask him that question.
Right, I think
Because I have,
suggest that.
as one council member, I could bring it up, but he sets the agenda. Council chair, Gertis, Charlie Gertis, sets that
All right,
agenda.
all right, thank you.